to the Week Feel. Welcome to you. If you're new, hey, welcome to you too. It's your girl Lati, coming back for a lunchtime read. Today is 11/12/2026. Whenever you get this message, it's still good for now, beloved. We are picking up the energy of not so obvious combinations. That's been kind of like the energy wave we've been getting today. Like things happening and working out for your good, but they coming together like ingredients, not so obvious ingredients. You know, like our little water. We didn't put our collagen in it, which we probably should have. But it is um, spring water, sea moss, coconut flesh, so coconut extract, some cinnamon. It's really, really good. It kind of tastes like a pina colada almost. It puts you in the mind up. And coconut flesh is very, very nutritious. And so, of course, you can make milk, coconut milk. But we just blend it and then strain out the coconut flesh and drink it. It's very tasty. Not so obvious combination, but it comes together very well. And it's good for you. So we're going to tap in. We picking up creativity. Somebody does have psychic abilities. And the spirit called me to pull this box when they were like cleaning up the books. And I was like, oh, we opened it up. I said, I forgot it's a whole set of cards in there. And the cards were starting to speak partnership. And we kind of talked about not so obvious partnerships in the rising message. So that was coming through. It's like, oh, they have something to speak. And it's like finding something that either you forgot about or just like, yeah, resurrection. See, like something being brought back, like being called up. We do see a delay, a contest, be yourself fully, you know, you don't compare. A true winner of only you are the, what is it saying? Be yourself truly and you are without comparison. You are a true winner of the only contest that matters. Capable and analytical, I don't know. We're gonna see. I get a couple of different things, and it's definitely not obvious how it's gonna come together. We have the Pope Tarot, Queen of Cups is showing. You are the universe. We know that because you are all of it. Deepak Chopra and Minas Kaftos is coming through an MD and a PhD. I don't know why. So it could be taking you from like MD level to PhD level, taking you deeper, right? I don't know what, I'm kind of hearing the word craft, so I'm not for sure what you do. But it's something that you need to clear up. It could be balancing your emotions because Queen of Cups is emotional, but she needs to balance. And maybe balancing, letting go of inner and outer negativity, helping you shift to a higher consciousness. Yeah, going from, I don't know, medical doctor, PhD, like, I don't know. It just gives me something like between a master's degree and like a doctorate, right? So Deepak Chopra, master's degree. And whoever Minas is giving PhD. So I don't know if you're connecting with another person or you're just growing and going deeper, chopping up some shit, crafting some new shit, shifting to a higher consciousness. That's what we picking up. We do see creativity coming through. So something that you're going to be crafting. I don't know why somebody's going to be beyond a podium, but you could be guiding and inspiring other magic makers. I'm seeing enchantment. So you could definitely be helping people call up gifts. You could be helping resurrect people in the spirit, like arouse and awaken them, inspire them. It could be other magicians, right? In partnership. You could be coming together with other people who do the work or just other magicians like you, awakening people. You know, it's kind of like soul tribe energy. And I definitely feel other magicians because of the psychic abilities. So, we'll see. Let's get into the live and leave a general comment. Pin the comment. Communication is coming in. I want to see. Hey, Diana. Thank you so much for tapping in, beloved. Let me see. When is Mercury retrograde? I feel like it's something with communication. Mercury retrograde. And let's see. 2026. When is the first one? February 26th to March 20th. So it'll be next month in February. And we're in the middle of January, well, like the 12th. So we could be starting to experience some post retrograde type of energy. Impacts communication, technology, travel, bringing delays, and we did see the card delay coming through. We see confusion and opportunities for review and reevaluation, things that could be resurrected, right? Things that could bring new opportunities, especially concerning the emotions. Deep clearing, balancing your emotions, Queen of Cups energy. Yeah, so I'm feeling like February, March is gonna be a thing for somebody. It's like the spirit is preparing you to focus on deep emotional processing. So letting something go, healing. We see imagination. We've been talking about visualizing your higher self and using your art of visualization to bring in more success. Spirituality, potentially bringing confusion, but encouraging self reflection. Yes, looking at you. And we do see there will be a Mercury retrograde this year in the sign of Cancer. And it's going to be June 29th and through July 23rd. Those will bring in things that are related to the home, family nurturing, past emotional patterns, with potential for deeper intuitive insights. And we definitely talked about going deeper with, Deepak Chopra is going deeper, going from master level to PhD, like a master's to a doctorate. Yeah. Doctorate is giving me like Hierophant energy. Like you got this shit down to mastery, like thesis level. You can deeply postulate and philosophize and all this shit. It's giving teacher. I don't know. The next Mercury retrograde we will have this year is going to be in the sign of Scorpio. So I don't know if that's normal that they usually all align in water signs. I haven't researched it that deeply, but it will be in Scorpio, October 24th to November 13th. And it's going to help us explore secrets, intimacy, shared resources, transformation, and possibly exposing some hidden issues or fueling of interpersonal drama. So, interpersonal drama is really speaking through. It's really speaking through. It's really coming through. So expect communication issues. So give each other grace, right? Give yourself grace. Take more time to communicate. Slow down so things are clear and concise. Somebody could run into travel delays, flights, appointments, transportation, experiencing hiccups. Maybe you get caught in traffic or the traffic is just weird. Like you always feel like you're behind the slowest person on the road, and as soon as you get over, then somebody else is going slow. I don't know. It's like the things that would kind of irritate you a bit, like take the extra time to breathe and stay focused, because it does say refocus and it's given on the past. So resurrect something from the past could definitely be called up. It's time to review, to revisit, and revise rather than initiating major new projects. So definitely think about, inventory, take your inventory, start to visualize what you want, what is the look of it, get into the feel of it, but you may not be ready to take action quite yet. You could be planning and visualizing, that could be the action to take. Yeah, Spirit is definitely saying double check everything, back up your data, review things, pause before you speak or before you post, embrace the action of reflection. So that's the energy that we're getting, that we're rolling into. People could start to feel it already. It could be like, again, communication issues, confusion. Like, what the hell did I do that? What was I doing? Not shit that's just not obvious, right? So, and the principle of things being not obvious could flow in so many different ways. Thank you to the Alpha and the Omega for being here, for leading the message. So this is a general collective reading. It's still giving me the energy of not so obvious. So I'm getting like almost the need to press through resistance to not only just slow down and reflect, but be very diligent about maintaining your energy, maintaining your heart posture, maintaining your composure, your balance. because it's giving like things could be, I feel a little turbulent right now. Like it's not clear on what's giving what. So thank y'all so much for tapping in, for staying through that, pre-energy. I don't know what to call it. I promise y'all, I feel like I can't talk right now. Like my brain just really doesn't work. And I don't know if it's outside influences. Is it just like we talked about, like what's going on in astrologically, the energy? So definitely give yourself grace if you feel like you're not communicating clearly. Breathe, slow down, calm down, temper yourself, take your time, flow with the energy. We are in the waning phase of the moon. It's only like 31% illumination. The number 4 is significant because we just had the 11 portal yesterday, January 11, 2026. It breaks down to a 1, 1, 1, 1. 1. I think that's 4 ones. Either way, it adds up to the number 4. And it's something about, again, the illumination, darkness, the energy. Spirit actually had us come outside to go stand in the sun and just kind of like get that sun on our face. We had our eyes closed, but we turned our face to the sun and let it shine, and it's received a light filtered through the eyelids though. Like just kind of let it come in until everything just felt like it was illuminated. And I was like, felt like I got some charge. Somebody might need some sun energy. Thank you, Spirit, for bringing this message onto self first and foremost, so that we may be spiritually strengthened. To bear the yoke you have placed upon our shoulders, I ask for you to overflow, cause us to overflow. Something about slowing down. It's something with the heart chakra. I'm getting the emotions to balance it out. There is something that I feel that needs to be either balanced or released. It could be some sort of negativity. I do feel the shift to a higher consciousness, and we were also getting the ability to project your consciousness into a higher timeline, into a higher version of self. And when we were reading this text today about your psychic abilities, that's kind of how they define astral projection. So I feel like that is a part of the change, the like switching or turning gears, like turning the wheel for somebody. It's like almost unlocking something. I'm seeing like a safe and somebody with their ear, and they can like hear the clicks or something like that, and it unlocks something. Somebody is getting ready to either unlock the gift or understanding of their ability to astral project, and maybe through again that ability to see, clear seeing, visualizing yourself, which is just another version of yourself, a higher level self on a different timeline. Something's gonna click to help you project your consciousness into that vision. And then the steps will be to bring that vision into you. And I'm getting a lot of chaos, like, because it's like two worlds colliding, almost like you or your world, your current reality, and your ideal reality will come and merge or come to be, or you will shift or something like that. I can't get it. It's something like the energies coming together. You in this dimension, in this reality, is gonna come. It's like a head-on collision with your ideal reality. Thank you. And it's given like it will cause you to overflow. There will be spillage. It's given like some things are gonna be like really, really great, and some things are gonna be the things that fall away. Yeah, there's something being brushed off of you or knocked off of you or swept away from you. I ask this message to go out to your we feeling that they hear it, that they see, that they may believe that something amazing is getting ready to come into them, but it's coming in a very not so obvious way. So that they can be spiritually strengthened and edified to bear the yoke you have placed upon their shoulders. I pray that they overflow and we meet in the middle. So something about psychic abilities and the guide to your psychic abilities. Karen is coming through. I do see the word Fraser, but Karen could be significant for somebody. We have an AC named Karen. Yeah, allow psychic play is coming through. So that's one. A tip. Allow psychic play. It's like being able to use your imagination. Stuff like that. It's about making things fun, allowing your mind to, it's like mental play. Yeah, somebody may have a psychic child that keeps coming up. And this book also talks about, like, how to recognize psychic abilities in children. It may even help you think about yourself as you self reflect and be like, oh shit, I used to do that when I was a kid. Something about your creativity. Because sometimes, like, people who, like, be like, oh, I play with, like, I have oh shit, thank you. I have imaginary friends, and they may not necessarily just be imaginary friends. They could be like different spirits and stuff like that that you talk to. Maybe you did that when you was a kid. I was told that we did that when we were young. Like we spoke to things, not just like, oh, this is my imaginary friend Chachi or some shit, I don't know. But it's like a real thing. Like, no, I'm talking to such and such. Like, it's a person. Like, it's very real. Resurrection and partnership is coming through. Reconsider a project or recall a person from the past to resurrect an idea. I don't know why recall a person from the past is really sticking through. Let's get some messages and see what the spirit got. How these ingredients gonna come together. A new start. A new start is coming in. Imperfectionism is also coming through, and we see wounds. And we talked about wounds earlier with the energy of Chiron. Like, that moon energy can, or that entity or that planet, the body, celestial body of Chiron, causes you to look at old wounds, right? It teaches you about things that you need to clear up. It brings it up to the surface so that you can shift into a higher consciousness. So all of this is coming together. Yeah. Hello. Thank y'all so much for tapping in. Yeah, reactiveness and reactive emotions. And we kind of got a message earlier today, so excuse me if it's going back and forth. But the card said, act with wisdom and grace. And this right here is talking about reactive emotions, right? So it's definitely something about how we are reacting and how are we responding to the universe or to what's being brought into us at this time. The way that we respond and the emotions that we put on it, I think, are going to be significant. We could be running into a lot of things that are going to cause us to feel interruptions. It's going to bring in pressure. It's going to feel like adverse opposition, opposing forces, but it's doing something. It's causing you to reevaluate. It's causing you to reflect. It's causing you to balance, to change, to see something that you need to release in order to shift to a higher consciousness. It's helping you to clear something. So it says reactive emotions. If you watch yourself closely, whenever a stressful situation arises, you will see that you often have a secondary emotional reaction to your primary experience. We call this secondary emotion reactive because it occurs as an involuntary response to the initial experience. You might become angry about your anger and sad about your sadness or afraid of your fear. You can become despondent, depressed, something about despondent, depressed, impatient, blaming, vindictive, guilty, or shame about your anger, sadness, fear, or any other emerging subconscious feeling. That it's something about these emerging subconscious feelings. Again, things being brought up from the depth so that you can see it and so that you can release it. It could be like, again, that secondary response. Like, you run into a situation, it may make you frustrated, but then how do you feel about being frustrated? Do you fall into self-criticism? Do you get angry at yourself because you became frustrated or you responded with frustration? Or do you give yourself love and compassion and be like, oh man, that situation frustrated me, I'm going to love myself through it and see how I can respond differently. I can train myself to be emotionally balanced so I'm not responding to life circumstances or opportunities with the energy of frustration. I can allow it. You know what I mean? I can catch myself. I can put myself in a disposition that says, I determine how I feel about it. right? The way that it's coming across, it's kind of like that thing that we say in common language, like, I don't give a fuck, I don't give zero fucks, I give zero fucks, right? But it's like, do you really give zero fucks? Can you take any situation and come to zero, come to part, come to balance? Like, no matter what it is I'm experiencing, I can stay at a balanced standpoint and I'm not swinging from one extreme to the next. And even if I feel something that's frustrating, do I have to beat myself up about being frustrated? Can I accept, yeah, that made me frustrated. Yeah, that pissed me off. You know what I mean? And now I can come back to my senses in that reactive emotion and be like, okay, yeah, it pissed me off, but I'm good now. I'm back. You know, I'm back to par. You don't stay in it. You don't wallow in it. You don't allow that emotion to magnify and build in your life. So somebody may have the syndrome of perfectionism. It's something about being content. Be content to know perfection as a distant utopian goal, which we journey to, but we never arrive. We never get to the state of perfectionism, right? So it's always a journey. So it's something about being content. And that's what I was kind of getting, like coming to the middle. This is a number 33. This card is a number 66. So it's definitely something about going to another level, ND, master to PhD to doctorate level. This is growth. Yeah, and it's even giving me like an energy of like, if you were even to reach a state of perfection, you would want to start over because you would grow. Because once you reach perfection, then where is it to go from that? Yeah, Five of Wands. It's something about the conflict, right? It's something about the conflict. It's something about things that are going to challenge you, like iron sharpens iron. And I do feel things that are going to come in to pressure you, to challenge you. And even the things that teach you that you are your own competition, like nobody else can compete with you, like there's no comparison. We are all unique individuals. We are all pieces of the stars. Like, yeah, so Five of Cups. If somebody is going through a syndrome of either trying to be perfect, attempting to be perfect, which could be depressing, right? You could be struggling within, you could be a person that's competing with other individuals, and competition steals joy. So you could end up in a state of regret. You know, it could even be like a fight or something that's either it's internally or within a group of people, and somebody could be very upset how they responded. If you're supposed to be, oh, I'm so perfect and I'm supposed to have the perfect response to every situation, why did I come out of pocket and engage in the drama? And now I feel bad because I was in the drama, or however I responded, I'm conflicted. It's given a secondary or reactive emotion. Five of Cups. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, the Star is something that you need to heal. It's like a healing journey. The new start with the Eight of Cups and the Star is giving like moving away from that energy, right, to a place where you can start over, you can heal. Sometimes sometimes we must realize that what we have done needs to be discarded and we must make a new start. Five of Wands to the Five of Cups, it's like, okay, that's got to be discarded and we need a new start. So how do you even respond when you get the realization that whatever you were working on to become perfect at, that is like it just didn't work out, you know, and you had to discard it and start all over again? Yeah, Seven of Swords. Some people get a little salty, right? Some people can understand the strategy, right, that the spirit may be teaching you in terms of like the Knight of Pentacles, being very diligent, being steady, continuing forward, persevering, being planful, allowing yourself to be flexible, right? To grow. It's a journey of growth. And you definitely will learn along the way. King of Swords. Like if you keep your mind geared towards learning and understanding that it's not about being perfect, right? You never get to perfection, right? You never get there. But you can realize that you are supposed to learn and be flexible and mold and just like go with the flow sometimes. Chariot is here and the devil. This could be shadow energy, the things that you need to balance out, right? It could even be like understanding that somebody not gonna like this. They not. So we got to make sure that we say it in a way that it makes sense, right? When we look at this energy, the shadow side, it's things in it that are helpful to us. Like it helps us to understand not only self, where we're struggling at, where it's like the energy of the attack. Right, if you are being attacked, either internal attack because you're attacking yourself, like you don't understand why you get frustrated by certain things, so you respond to your own internal frustration with more anger, with more self-deprecation. Like you go into a cycle of beating yourself up because you didn't respond in a perfect way that you have defined that you should react to any situation. You're supposed to always have the answer. I'm supposed to know, right? But what happens when you don't know? What happens when you do something that is out of step with your own expectations of self? Do you fall into this energy of five of wands being conflicted and turned against you? And if you turn against yourself, does it leave you into more regret, where you kind of go down a spiral and sit in that energy? Spirit might be saying to somebody to have a new start. Like this way, this intention on perfectionism is not realistic. It's not. So when you look at your higher self, do you see your higher self as this perfect person who doesn't have any dimension? We are 3D. You're more than one thing. You are multi-spirited, right? You have complexity. You have complexity, right? So these entities or that shadow side of us reveal our complexity. It reveals our fears. It reveals our butt. It reveals the limitation. It reveals where your mind is rigid and you like flexibility, right? So perfectionism is a shadow attribute. It's something that somebody needs to move away from. It could be quickly, right? And the spirit could be urging you to have a new start. It could definitely affect what you are manifesting. Because what happens, yeah, see, it's a lot of work, Ten of Wands. What happens when you feel like it's not going the way that you think it should go, or you feel like a misstep has been made? Do you spiral? Are you able to pick up and keep going? Knowing that the road to where you're going is not designed for you to hit perfection. That's like utopian. It's given like understanding duality. Like you are all of this, not just one half of it, not just a piece of it. You are all of it. Like all of these components exist. All of them can express itself. But if you are tuned to your highest good, to your highest vibrational frequency, then you're going to react and do things in a way where the intention is to help, to serve, to expand, to grow, to lift, to inspire, to motivate, to nourish. Yeah, High Priestess. Nine of Pentacles to the High Priestess. And so it's something here in terms of you tapping into your secrets, into your soul self is what I'm hearing. It's something with the soul, tapping into the soul, the truth, the essence of you, right? And something is going to be revealed. I'm getting enlightenment. It could be another layer of awakening, but it's definitely giving me enlightenment. It's giving... We've been picking up the energy, and I'm seeing it here like a person that's kind of like feels hung out to dry because they would be different. That could be a concern. Like if you are a person that has a perfectionistic type of mindset, then you may not want to ruffle anybody's feathers or cause trouble. But it's something about not being trouble in a good way that can make you feel sad at the end of the day. Yeah, it's something that you were supposed to give, Six of Pentacles. You're supposed to give something. You're supposed to give. And it's giving energy to other people, out to creation. And I don't feel like, it's like you're getting something that you're supposed to give. Yeah, the Fool. See, new beginning, new start. you're giving something that you're supposed to give. It's like in this hangman energy, you're gonna receive something. Six of Pentacles is given from the hand of the Most High, coming down into your hands, and you're supposed to take that thing and go off and give it. It's like this person that has that flower. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's like you receive something from the Most High, and you're taking it and you're going to go give it, and you feel very empowered to do it. As a matter of fact, I heard that you now understand you're the perfect person to go do it. So maybe a part of this could be, why did the Most High God choose you to do a thing? You could have a thing with perfectionism, like, I'm not the perfect person, I'm not the right person, like, I should be perfect or in a certain type of demeanor in order to do what I'm doing. The Five of Wands could be like, again, sometimes they leave that feeling in certain, philosophies, theologies, however you want to call it. It's like the Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa was like a perfect person. She didn't do nobody wrong, and she left this big imprint. Gandhi didn't do nothing wrong, so they say to let this big imprint. But here I am, just a regular schmegula self, regular little star that's out here sparkling and doing my thing and trying to become and trying to be. And you're tapping me, telling me I'm supposed to do this thing. Am I the person to do it? I'm not perfect. I haven't even made it to a good spot in my journey yet. What you gonna do with me? Just being conflicted. And the more you deny the calling, the worse you feel about it. Yeah, Three of Cups. I don't know if it's community, because I was picking up with something with people on the Hangman. Like if you step out into this in your High Priestess energy, your Magician energy, and really go on your journey, how will people feel about what it is you're supposed to be doing? Yeah, see, confusion. Seven of Cups. How will people feel about it? So I'm picking up spiritual confusion, emotional confusion. Yeah, Ace of Wands. It's about what you're supposed to be doing, the action you're supposed to take. We see Nine of Wands in reverse, so it's kind of like surrendering. The King of Pentacles is in a challenge, so that's definitely Earth energy. And King of Pentacles is supposed to, they're supposed to master something. We saw the Knight of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, now here's the King. You're supposed to go all the way. You receive something from this enlightenment, Six of Pentacles, to go on this new journey with the Fool. The Chariot says determination. You're not even going to allow your shadow side or anything else that will come against you to stop you from going. The Knight of Wands is a challenge. Sometimes things could take off quickly, right? It could be even you getting your fire lit, moving from the Page of Wands energy and fully bodied into the Knight. There could be something blocking you. It could be your own emotions. It could be this energy of perfectionism. Spirits say that's true. See, the perfectionism syndrome for somebody is their shadow energy, and you need to see that so that you can move forward on your journey. I'm here, meet your destiny, Emperor. Meet your destiny. Omega say you need to understand what this is. You are dual. Nobody or nothing can be perfect, right? The Alpha and the Omega creates chaos. It creates all of these different ingredients. Everything that exists was created by them that made it all, the beginning and the ending. So that dynamic is going to be within you as well. But you can consciously decide and discern how to tune your frequency. You can tap into the secret things and discover the laws and principles that govern how you alchemize and change energy. And one way to stop being afraid of yourself is to address the fact that you're not perfect, and you don't have to be perfect to be called to purpose. Nobody ever said you had to be a perfect person to be called to purpose. A lot of the lessons that we get is Malachi was coming up, I think was on Sunday, either Saturday or Sunday of this week. Today is Monday, January 12th. But we did the ASR readings on Saturday, and we did the Soulful Conversation on Sunday, January 11th, right? So this weekend, we spoke about Malachi, and it was coming to be Like I had to go back and read about the individual Malachi that they spoke of, and this person was somebody that was considered to be like a prophet, and they were somebody who spoke against people who claimed themselves to be false prophets, right? So a lot of these people that did a lot of uh, magnificent things that we have record or telling about, none of those people were perfect. You know, none of them were perfect. And they still were called to purpose. And some of them were called to purpose or understood their purpose later in life. Like when they had been through the shit, when they had been through a certain portion of the journey to gain a certain level of experience and development. I do see 33 on the perfectionist, and we called out 66 on the new start. So somebody could be within that range. Right, so it's like even if you on the 66 end, it's like don't count out your purpose being fulfilled, because the Most High God, you know, can just make a way, restore the time that the cankerworms ate. It's like don't count yourself out at this point. It could be like you just understand the strategy. He'll release something, and then damn, that acceleration just takes off. And you realize that everything that you went through, you know, those skills and those opportunities are resurrected and they're called up, and then they're ready and prime to take off. Somebody needs to address the but. Remember we said that word? Like your limitation is on the other side of your but. If you say, I could do that, but, I would, but, whatever is after the but is your limitation. That's your limiting belief. That's your shadow energy that you are being called to reconcile. You can choose to do it or not freaking do it. It's up to you. But I feel like somebody's spirit is going to stay conflicted, and you may end up really, you know, with that energy of regret because you don't want to listen yet. Yeah. It's something about being backed into a corner. It says when physicalists get backed into a corner, their defensive tactics aren't subtle. To discredit qualia, examples like following are frequently used. So examples like the following: forget metaphysics, reality is a given. If you get hit by a bus, your whole theory goes out the window. You'll be just as dead as anyone else. So getting squashed in an encounter with a bus seems like a convincing outcome to our common sense, but it says, and for the bus, you can substitute a car or train. Is given a scenario. But physicalism can explain why a bus, train, or brick wall is hard to begin with, given that all matter is more than 99.999% empty space. So this is saying in here that most matter is 99.999% empty space. And so most physicalism or physicalists, people who study physics or solid matter, they can't explain why a bus or a train or a brick wall is hard anyway, considering most of it is made out of empty space. So all matter except for that one made out of empty space. The standard answer is that hardness results from the opposition of electromagnetic charges. Opposition. And that's kind of like what we were talking about. The opposing forces. Things that make resistance. It's the reason why my finger can't go through this table. We have opposing electromagnetic charges, which gives this a scenario or feel of solidarity. We don't I can't get the words out. We don't vibrate on the same level, at the same frequency, with the same magnetic charge. Therefore, my finger cannot pass through it. And it's only a slight differential. Reading this is only like 0.001% or some shit that makes the difference. So it's given again, like if you are changing your frequency to vibrate, you are understanding how to affect your electromagnetism, then you can not only shift into higher timelines, you can call things to you, you become a magnet where things just draw in. So somebody thinks they have to be this perfect person to become who they want to be or who the Omega and Alpha said you should be, and to fulfill your spiritual decree, your purpose. But Spirit said they need you to get clarity on this and stop struggling internally and emotionally. Who you are is perfect for them to use you to do exactly what they want you to do. Your track and your testimony, the things that make you imperfect, it displays authenticity, it displays compassion, it displays experience. You know, you can connect to people in a very real way. And so if your higher self is like, again, somebody that's counseling or coaching or helping and inspiring and motivating, that could be exactly who you're supposed to be. So don't let the fact that your track wasn't perfect deter you from doing the things. Understand that your imperfection is probably what qualifies you to do the thing. It's your qualifier. It is not your disqualifier. So it's almost like somebody need to flip their mindset. And you going through this phase to get enlightenment and realizing what that shadow is, you're going to receive something from the Spirit that's going to accelerate you and help you go all the way. But it's like, get this knowledge and work with your internal intelligence. All of it is strategy. Yeah, it's something about if we knew how the setup was created and it's still being created, we'd unlock the secret of how reality evolves. This is about understanding the secret of how reality is evolving. And that's kind of like what we were getting about being so tapped in. You could see your higher self and you could astral project your consciousness into that person, into that reality, and then magnetize yourself and by coming into alignment and pull that into you. You draw it in. And it's something with your heart being able to resonate and see yourself like you deserve to be it. You are worthy of it. And if you are struggling with perfectionism and you're counting imperfections against yourself, you may not feel like that you're worthy to become or step into your higher self. That could be the thing that Spirit wants you to clear. So this is another beautiful book. So if you guys want to check that out, you can. Right? So shifting into a higher consciousness. The Spirit definitely wants you to see your higher self and to allow your consciousness to shift into that space, thereby allowing you to project into a higher timeline, a higher consciousness level. And allow that to integrate, to marry, to meet one another, to fall in love with the vision of your higher self. How long does it take? I'm impatient. How long does it take? That's what that says. Can y'all see that? Hopefully you can see it. Right? Sometimes we be thinking that y'all can see it, but it can't. Yeah. So, again, the name Karen is coming through, so I don't know if that's significant, but they giving me this right here. Which one are we reading? Because I saw this, we read this, and then it's a distraction, so don't get distracted, right? It says, for example, Karen could have been aware of only the sadness without really seeing that it was the rejection that led to the sadness. That's it. So that's exactly, did we read reactionary out of this one? I think it was in another book, right? Reactive emotions. I don't think it came out of this one. I can't remember. But anywho, it's saying that this person is sad, 5 of Cups. But the sadness came from some sort of rejection, 5 of Wands. What if somebody was in competition, you just out here in the world, in the marketplace, and you doing your damn thing, and maybe it could have been somebody that rejected you. It could be for another person. It could be a job that turned you down. It could be a potential partner or something like, and who hasn't faced rejection, right? We all have at some point. And the energy of being in a competitive space with other people and feeling like you have been rejected could lead to the sadness. That is the secondary emotion, right? And she could easily be deep into forcing herself on the people in the unconscious effort to ease the pain of those feelings, contributing to the experience of rejection that resulted. At some point, something happens, realizes that she's in the constant state of feeling rejected. And I'm getting an energy of like people pleasing. Sometimes when you feel like you are rejected and you're trying to be in a perfectionist type of energy and you want people to choose you, you end up doing things that make other people happy because you're competing and contending for their attention. But even if you get it, you still feel a kind of way because you're not doing what's true to you, beloved. And even if you don't get it, it's like I jumped through all these hoops for nothing. So all of it leaves you in a circle or a cycle of feeling rejected. Like you're not good enough, like you're not worthy. And the spirit might be trying to call you to tell you, do you realize that this is this attribute or why you're doing this? This is where it's coming from. We want you to heal it. We want you to first feel it so that you can become aware of it. Then you can heal it. You can see the strategy. You can even see how you might be robbing yourself, how you could be struggling, right? Trying to do all of these things. But once you turn your loyalty to yourself and to grow you and to grow inside of your soul and allow, your counselor to minister to you, to show you your shadow energy, then everything breaks open. You experience your Nine of Pentacles. You experience all of your energies of like all of your varieties. You start to see things different. Hangman. You start to get determined to move forward and get everything that is on to you. And whatever you receive from this space, you will go on a new adventure, and it's given, you will give it out too. Because it's not just for you. But it's given like you needed to be free. The Nine of Pentacles has been given us sovereignty in knowing that you are worthy. Somebody could be a whole spiritual superstar. Because it's giving this. You see what I'm saying? Like, while you might be out here trying to compete for other people's attention, but you turn that attention to yourself and start doing you, like for real, you end up seeing the real you, your whole self. Like, how would you look at yourself in your highest self and be like, I'm not worthy? Absolutely not. You would see that higher version of you, sovereign and free and fruitful and able to do the things to go, right? You will see that and be like, shit, yes, yes. This chick right here, my highest self, this bro right here, this emperor, my highest self, I'm running that version of myself down. Like my heart, Queen of Cups, is set on that. Yeah, Seven of Cups. I could see that. I could dream that. Like the genie. Don't he look like he ready to project his consciousness somewhere? Like, that's what it's giving. Like, if you see it, you can project your consciousness there. You can be there. I believe there's a dimension that, for everything I've ever seen or dreamed in my life, I believe there's a dimension where it exists. There's a dimension where I could fly. I remember dreaming that when I was a little kid. Like I could, run into the wind and the wind would lift me up off my feet and I felt like I could float. Like I would try to do that in real life as a kid. It didn't really work out in this dimension, but I believe there's a place that it happens. I believe I could fly. R. Kelly, Five of Pentacles, 555, death, judgment. It's like a loss of energy and getting your fire back. Like the Ten of Wands right here says that you mastered that. You know how to carry the heat. You know how to go through the shit. You've been through the struggle. And Hierophant, yeah, you fucking mastered that shit. That's like PhD fucking D level. Right? Justice. You understand that shit. And it was like the whole lesson, the curriculum study of not only self, but like balance. Perfectionism, no. Perfectionism means that you have your imperfections in your perfections. Your imperfections make you perfect. Thank you. Like, so maybe the choice is to allow yourself to transition, right? To allow the transition, judgment. You may feel like at a loss. Five of Pentacles, 555 is 15. That's toxic energy. Are you able to allow that to get the assignment, to study, to see the value in you without having to appear or seem to be perfect or compete in a way that shows like you're the perfect person for the job, perfect person for the relationship, perfect person for the friendship, perfect person, like whether it's a perfect daughter, perfect son, the perfect anything. Nothing's perfect. Shit, the sun itself is chaotic. We've been talking about that. The Most High God orders the chaos. Curiosity is coming through. Be curious. Be spontaneous and wonder. And on the rising message, wonder and awe kept coming out. So it's definitely something about being inquisitive, being curious, childlike spirit, full of wonder, open to the not so obvious. Be spontaneous, wonder, move forward, look ahead, and stretch beyond your current circumstances, beyond the present circumstances. So allow yourself to stretch. What is your highest self? Can you believe on that? Can you believe on that? Yeah, happy accident. Sometimes things are like not so obvious. It could be a blessing in disguise, and this energy came up. Not this card, but it said blessing in disguise. We talked about going the fucking wrong way, getting a flat tire, then you gotta call AAA, you fuck around and have to wait for something, and then here AAA comes out, and it's the person that you fuck around and marry. You know what I mean? It's like the happy accidents, the things that are not so obvious. How did this chaotic situation get ordered by the Most High God and take me right into my destiny? How did that happen? A happy accident. Fortunate accidents can act as guides to edit and be open to where you should go next. It's editing your pathway. It's taking you on an unexpected diversion. You could fuck around and be taking a shortcut thinking you're gonna get there quick, and they take you through the long route. Why? So that you could get to know the person that you sit next to or some shit. You just have more time to look at the scenery and appreciate nature and the Most High God and all of His glory, to recognize it right there with you. You know what I mean? You never know how they're doing what they're doing. Reflection. Spirit wants somebody to take time to look at you. Time to focus, time to balance, time to reflect, and guide yourself past stumbling blocks so that you can take the right action. You can take the right pathway. Time to focus, balance, reflect, and guide yourself past stumbling blocks to take the right action. What is the right action? Cooperation. Your goal can benefit from you surrounding yourself with like-minded people. Enchantment. We are enchanted when the muses sing the art spirit into us. Definitely something about spirit. And see, listen, look, limits. Didn't we say this? Your limit is on the other side of that word but. That's your limit. I would be so good at that, but ooh, I would have did that, but I will go there, but it's something beyond that but. And whatever that but is, that's the limit. That's the thing to address. I would be perfect for that, but what is that but? What's saying that you're not perfect for it? Why can't the statement just be, I am perfect for that? Even if you don't feel ready for that. Because feeling ready ain't got nothing to do with it. Oftentimes you tap to go well before you feel ready. You're like, shit, go now? Yes, now, okay. Whew. Let me get myself together. Hold on to your butt. Hold on to your gut. Like I gotta hold on to my heart. You might be nervous, you may be anxious, but that's good energy. You use the nerves, right? You don't let it stop you. You don't wait till you get comfortable and then do it. You get comfortable through the art of practicing of doing it. The first time you step out on stage, you're gonna be nervous as shit. But after you did it a million times, you feel at home. The stage feels like home, beloved. Then it'd be the reverse. Like you don't feel at home if you're not on stage. Right? It's like the thing. In this arena, we used to be nervous as hell to be on camera, to go live and to read other people's energy and all that stuff. We was so nervous. Like, why would the Most High God endow us with these gifts? Right? Are we able to do the thing that they are calling us to do, to go on a journey? And Most High God said yes. And I'm going to show you. And if you believe on yourself and allow yourself to transform, you know, there's even giving like, sow a little seed. That mustard seed. Look at the lot behind her. If she's sowing seeds and there's one seed you know is going to turn into the 9, right? And look, 10 swords. It's saying like harsh endings, like allowing yourself to pass. I saw the 6 of cups, your past self to die. And I'm getting the Knight of Swords, like your past self will rage against the transition. It does not want to let go. Every part of you has a factor of survivability. Like that shadow side wants to contend for its spot. If it's been holding the top spot in your life, do you think it wants to relinquish it? No, the ego does not want to transition. But you are stronger than that. Your higher self is stronger than that. All of that shit, and they brought back the Page of Pentacles again. Are you ready to serve and to sow into yourself, to focus on you, beloved? And it's something about you that's going to be resurrected. Instead of it being them 10 swords, it'll be the 10 of cups, beloved. All because you were strong enough to go through it. You got that heart to face yourself. There's a lot of people that can't do that. So, baby, when I say this reflection is a big deal, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. So bring yourself to balance. Look at these pentacles. What? Huh? You go from this 1, face yourself to judgment. Again, balancing yourself out. Temperance, angel, 10 of cups. What? All because you were able to do this. Allow that shit to transition. All the chaos, the conflict, the worry, the arguments, going within yourself and just warring and feeling like you ripped apart from the inside out. Allow yourself to come to balance, come into alignment. Ace of Pentacles. Look. You talking about vitality, you talking about resources, you talking about opportunity, you talking about your calling, your call, your decree. It's right here. Everything. You gotta let that shit go though. You gotta let it die. If you are going to allow yourself to sit in the energy of regret, the 5 of Wands and the 5 of Cups, you could stay stuck. Or you can integrate that energy, right? 10 of Swords, you can allow all that shit to die, to transition, and allow you to be reborn, resurrect in new, fresh energy. And you will have the ability to call back all things. Not just to call it back, but to call it up, right? And it leads you to the 10 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, temperance, balancing out your energy. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 Pentacles. That's control. That's having things on lock. You fully able to master yourself and your energy is giving PhD. 10 of Pentacles. I can't fucking make it up, I can't make it up. Well, that's what I heard. Last one, this one, and then that's it. What is it? 3 of Pentacles. Play a plot, strategize. Bomb first. 6 of Cups. Let the past go. That's the work to do. That's the work. Come together with you. The Lovers. Come together with you. That's the work to do. 3 Pentacles over 2 Pentacles. That's the change. That's the work. Collaboration. Your 2 energies. It's a plan here. And for somebody, I'm hearing robbery. Like, you gonna come through this bitch like a thief in the night. They ain't gonna even see your ass coming. It's giving stealthy. It's giving ninja energy. Ooh, see, innovative, right? But you can't be fearful. You can't be fearful. You gotta be able to push through. And they even almost put press or push in the description, I can't remember which one it was. We was kind of thinking about a person that gave a talk on the energy of, I think it was a press. She named it the press process, but we were picking up push, to push through the fear, to push through the resistance, to push through the communication. It's something with the chaos. Don't feel inadequate. Forget how to quit. Push on, no matter how things look, beloved. Push on. Number 2, balance, 2 pentacles. Number 1, magician is what we're getting. If you want to be free of fears and phobia, then you have to understand why they exist. Make peace with them. Balance. If you want to be free, sovereignty of your fears and phobias, then understand why do they exist so that you can make peace with them. You can face it. Innovation is coming through. It is, Barbie. It is so hard to look within and accept change. It is. But those who do it, you are brave and you are courageous, and the Spirit will repay you for your hard work, beloved. Have fun and experiment, inventing something that surprises and has never existed before. 13, transition. Once you transition away from your old self, you instantly create something that never existed before, which is you. You are unique. You are original. And as you transform, you are continuously innovating and re-engineering yourself. You are co-creating, right? And the things that you could do on Gaia, inspirational, motivating, right? Innovative, new, different, fresh, never seen before, not so obvious combinations, beloved. That's what they said. So let it go, right? Let go of the fear. Let go of the wounds, because we just saw that. Fear of cooperation is what we're getting, and fear of reflection. Like, let it go. You can stand to see you. You can. And the more you focus on you and you battle and balance, it's something with battle, because I do hear like battling and warring within yourself to balance your energies out. It could be past mistakes. It could be just a past track. Don't look at it as just a mistake. Think about it as, iterations, attempts on your road to success. Nobody hits overnight success. I wouldn't care what we see. You could go viral tomorrow, but it's probably some shit you did a while ago. You know what I mean? You have been working. You have been journaling for somebody. You have been on this journey. So all of those things, right, when they start to come together and they start to happen, they will happen. It's something about things unfolding and things coming in. And I do feel like success for somebody. And people could look at you like it happened overnight, but it's not. It is the journey. And maybe that's the part that you're supposed to speak about or enjoy. Like, it's the journey of discovery, not getting to the destination where it's like the cheers and the claps and the applause, right? That only lasts for a second, but what you learn through the journey is so much more important. Thank y'all so much for tapping in. I appreciate you for joining us for this lunchtime message. Got to go. We love you. We do. We love you just like we love us, because that's our capacity. You are just like us. Another piece, a pixel of the source itself. And I love you just like the Alpha and the Omega that made all things, that created all of us, everything in existence. Right, each and every one of us. Made specifically different in our variety and variation. So, if you see your highest self, hold your vision on that. Go chase down that vision, right? That's be the thing that you like. I don't know why I'm getting like track shoes. If you're on track and you running towards anything, run towards that. That's what I'm getting. I know it sounds choppy, but that's the energy of the retrograde. Communication is shitty. It really is. Evil eye. Some people don't like, for us to tell you that you are whole, you are complete, there's nothing broken and there are none of us missing. Like, we all here. You know what I mean? We are. And you can do some amazing things when you tap into your wholeness. Not a piece of it. right? It's something special about you understanding your shadow side and the gifts of it. Now, I ain't telling you to turn into be like Emperor Palpatine and try to distort people and use malice with your gifts. But how is it that you create, I can't say it, but it might come out right, benevolence? Benevolence, not malevolence. It's a difference. All things that exist, it exists and it is what it is. But you get to decide how you're going to use it, how you're going to operate with it. And if you were operating to bring in your highest self for the good and the benefit of creation itself, then let go of anything else. So we block out negativity and anybody that will come against us and are speaking to and calling in our highest self. And we encourage all of you to call in your highest self too. And don't be worried about the energies around you. When you start doing that, people's not going to like it. When you start saying, you know, I'm whole and I'm complete, and you can accept and understand like that everything is for a reason, for a purpose, they're not going to like it. It's other entities, not non-bodied entities that are not going to like it. So you may see people that you connect to or come across, they may start to act different. They could act strange. You could feel like you're facing rejection, which could make you feel regretful. Be careful not to fall back into the cycle though. So as you evolve and you change and you grow, moving towards your higher self, people are going to change and you can feel rejected. It can make you feel regretful, but don't go into people pleasing and trying to call these people back or hold them to you or hold them in your life. No. It's just another part of the natural flow of letting go. Those people were most likely attached to the lower vibration of you, and as you begin to vibrate higher, they will just naturally shake the fuck up off of you. But it's your test not to go back and go get it. To learn from it, to let it go. What, if anything, can be done to let go of what is standing in your way? They may actually be standing in your way. And you might have to tap into that willpower, right, to let things go so you can get to your higher self. Use your willpower to bravely overcome thoughts of compromise and defeat. So, yeah, don't let that energy make you compromise and it's like defeat yourself and your higher purpose. Hold strong to your beliefs, right? What you believe, what has been revealed onto you. Allow your mind to be flexible so that your beliefs can be shaped by what the spirit reveals onto you. But at the same time, when the spirit shows you and tells you, be convicted to that and stand on that. We all have certain beliefs that help us or can trap us and keep us from moving toward our creative solutions. And that's why I was getting be flexible. Because some beliefs were formed through programming and by what other people believe, so you believe what they believe because they taught you to believe it. You know what I mean? You didn't believe Santa Claus was real until your parents told you that Santa Claus was real, and then there was a time that couldn't nobody tell you that Santa Claus wasn't motherfucker real. Okay? So your beliefs can change. And speaking of change, change. Right? We growing and we are transforming. Growth and transformation. Right? So let your mind play. We did pick up mental play. Change. For change, for a change, for a change. Do something you usually do a certain way, but do it in a different way. Something that you generally do. So if you generally pull up to your house, new start. If you pull up to your house and you go in the front door, pull up, park in the driveway, and go in through the back door. Do something different. Switch your mind up. Create new neural pathways. Your mind is always connecting and making new connections, creating new pathways when you do things different. When you allow spontaneity in your life, you will see new pathways and connections emerge, right? Like magic. That happens not only inside of you, but outside of you too, as long as you're not trying to control it. Pause. So we are getting hangman. We're getting some sort of enlightenment. Accept that you must wait and prepare for developments to reach the next stage. 27 is a 9. Continue to allow yourself to release the old, to reflect, and get ready for what's next. And in this pause, it doesn't mean that you're not doing anything. You are visualizing your highest self and deciding if you can and will be that version of you. To the next now. This was that. Love y'all so much. Ashe. Mwah.